All right, for adding and subtracting. Super simple. Now, this test is going to be all calculator, so I mean, you essentially could plug it in the calculator, but I think it's almost easier just to do it by hand. Keith, phone. All right, when you're adding these two matrices together, all you need to do is add the numbers in the corresponding spots. So, 0 plus 8 is 8. 2 plus 3, 5. Negative 4 plus negative 1. And 5 plus 2. That's it.
Wow,
That's the answer?
That's the answer.
We don't have to put it in the calculator or nothing.
You don't have to. I mean, you could, but that's what I'm saying. The calculator takes longer.
Who invented math? No.
Then do it.
Why can't it all be like this?
Yeah.
On the bottom one, what did you do?
I just added
Watch your simulator.
negative 4 plus negative 1,
Added this.
5 plus 2.
Okay, so you can't sleep at school.
All right. Number 2. Someone has music going and I can hear it.
Nobody but the fan.
Wait.
All right. On number 2, we are subtracting.
Uh-oh.
So you just need to be really careful with your negative signs. This one is going to be 0 minus 1. What is 0 minus 1? Negative 1. 1 minus 4. Negative 3. And 4 minus 7.
Negative 3.
The bottom one, bottom left. 4 minus 7. Negative 3. Okay, over here on the other column, negative 2 minus negative 2 is going to be 0. 5 minus 8, negative 3. And negative 2 minus 3,
Negative 5.
negative 5.
Oh.
So,
I hate negatives.
yes, I know, negatives are just horrible.
We're confused now.
If you need to write it off to the side, write it off to the side. If you can do it in your head, that's fine too. But this guy right here is your answer. All right, if you notice, the two matrices that I have added and subtracted are the same size, right? You have to have the same dimensions to add or subtract. So they have to be the same size. That's what this little comment here is. All right, so your matrices have to be the same size if you want to add or subtract them. Otherwise, you would say no solution or not possible, something like that. Okay?
So you say you have like the 3, if you have like 2.
It has to have the same exact dimensions, like same exact size. So I couldn't add up those two because they're not the same. Does that make sense? All right, number 3. Number 3 says find each of the missing variables. So if you look over here, I have x, y, and z. I also have that this matrix equals this matrix. So I know that x minus 2 is going to equal what?
3.
3. So x minus 2 is going to equal 3. So what would I have to do to solve for x? Plus 2. So x equals 5.
Why are you getting x minus 2?
It's right here.
Oh. Okay.
Well, I have the other variables too. All right, so for the y, what does 4y equal? 2. And what would I do to solve for y? By what? 4. And so y is 1/2.
Wait, now I'm confused.
Wait, why are you confused?
Well, y equals 2.
Well, you go from the x minus 2, and then equals 3. It's just, it's like flipped in the box.
So these two matrices equal each other, right?
5 minus 2.
So x minus 2 and 3 are in the same spot, so they have to equal each other. So x minus 2 equals 3, solve for x. 4y and 2 are in the same spot, so they equal each other, solve for y. All right, so which number is in the same spot as z?
4.
So what is z going to equal?
4.
4.
So we just put z equals 4.
Z equals 4.
So that's the answer?
Yep. So now I found all the missing variables. I found X, Y, and Z.
I like this.
Does that make sense?
So if it's like, since it's in the same spot, 4y.
4y and 2 are in the same spot.
Okay.
So 4y equals 2.
Okay.
There's no variable there. -7 equals -7.
Okay.
All right, we good? You sure? Okay. Next one, solving the matrix equations. So now we have an equation. You can't plug this into NSolve, just so you know. All right, so you can't plug matrices into NSolve. It's not going to work. So you just have to solve this out by hand. I'm trying to solve for A. So I want to get A by itself, which means I need to get rid of this matrice right here. Is this matrice being added or subtracted? Added. So to get rid of it, what would I do?
Subtract.
Subtract it. So I'm going to subtract -9, -8, -9. And if I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other to keep my equation balanced. So that goes away. And I'm left with A. All right, and then we just have to subtract the two of them. So -6 minus -9.
15.
Ooh, 3. Double negative turns positive. So now you get 6, -6 plus 9. All right. -11 minus -8. -3. -2 minus -9. 7. And so then this is your answer. All right, so are we good so far? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. On the last one, Jacqueline, you paying attention? On the last one, if I want to solve for y, what do I do?
Move 7, -5,
Good, yeah, I need to move this matrix right here. Is that being added or subtracted?
Would be subtracted.
It's
So
being,
add.
it's being subtracted, so to get rid of it, we're going to add. Yeah. So I'm going to add 7, -5, -11, and then add it to the other side to keep my equation balanced.
Oh man.
So this guy goes away. Bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you. I think adding up is a little easier to do in your head than the subtracting. The subtracting, people tend to mess up on the negative signs. So -10 plus 7.
-3.
-3. Bless you. You okay? 4 plus -5.
-1.
3 plus -11.
-8.
And then that's the answer.